I'm sorry, sir. It's Police Major General Joker Cuanzo, sir. Sorry for the mistake, sir.
Joker talaga first name mo, General Cuanzo? Ha? Ha? Joker. Bakit nagsimangot ka? Huwag kang simangot. Thank you, thank you. Continue, Kumsek.
From the Commission on Human Rights, we have Attorney Rexford Guevara. We have Attorney Romel C. Tinga. From the National Police Commission, we have Vice Chairperson and Executive Officer Attorney Alberto Bernardo and Attorney Chito Noel D. Bostonera. The Land Transportation Office is represented by Attorney Zoj Daphne Usita. We also have invited the mother of Miss Catherine, tama po ba? Miss Rosario Camilon, the father, Mr. Relmer Camilon, and the sister, Miss Chinchin Camilon. We also have invited Mr. Magpantay, but he's not yet here, sir. The driver, sir. Pinaano ko na sa ano, sir. Sana coming, sir. Hopefully. Wala pang response, sir. And with we also have proposed Senate Resolution number 767. Our guests from the Philippine National Police are the following. Police Brigadier General Pascual, mentioned already. Police Colonel De La Cruz. Police Colonel Relly Arnedo. Police Lieutenant Colonel Arnulfo Silencio. Police Lieutenant Colonel Ruben Piquero. And again, Police Major General Cuanzo.
Mga ano yun sila? Yung nasa likod?
Invited guest din, sir. Hindi lang po magkasya sa ano, sir.
Okay. Dito pala. Mayroon mang upo dito?
Wala pa, sir.
Pwede siguro pa upo dito.
Sir, hindi daw makita kasi sa camera.
Okay.
Kaya hindi ko nilagay doon, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. With the Land Transportation Office, we have the same guest, sir. Attorney Usita. And with the CHR, sir, we have, again, same guest, sir, Attorney Guevara and Attorney Tinga for this particular resolution. And the victims' owners, sir, are as follows. Mr. Rodelio Vicente, Mr. Julius Vicente, Mr. John Ace Ompad, Mr. Napoleon Ompad, and the mother, Miss Sheena Ompad. Sorry, the sister. Nakalagay rito. That's all, sir, for the moment, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, sorry. For the record, sir, we have also invited the Department of Justice. We have an email from them that the assigned prosecutor, Rogelio Radok, just received his designation to be appointed as a representative of DOJ, but he wrote to us that for regret, sir, because he had prior commitment before the letter arrived in his office, sir. Then, as regards Police Major Alan De Castro, sir, he sent us a letter indicating that his wife is 8 months pregnant and is in pain. That's why he cannot attend this hearing, sir. Si Major Alan De Castro, sir.
Ano ba?
Yung wife daw niya, sir, he will take care of his wife daw, sir. Excuse po, sir.
Hindi naman siya nanganak eh. Hindi naman siya manganak. Bakit hindi siya pwede po?
Through his lawyer, sir. Letter, sir.
Sabihin mo lang siya. Anyway, sigurado ako, Senator Tolpo will move for the issuance of subpoena. Kaya, ano pala no?
Police Major Alan De Castro, sir.
Major Alan De Castro.
Yes, sir.
Sige, if you are listening right now, Major De Castro, alam ko nagmumonitor ka. You should come here. Hindi yan rason na buntis yung asawa mo. Ako noon, 3 anak ko pinanganak. Nawala ako sa tagiliran ng asawa ko. Andun ako sa bundok, nag-ooperate laban sa NPA. 3 anak ko pinanganak na hindi ako talaga nakasama sa asawa ko sa pagpanganak. Yun pa, buntis pa. Hindi pa naman nanganak eh.
Yes, sir.
Ganun, very flimsy alibay.
Sir, and lastly, we just received this moment, sir. It was hand over to me. That Mr. Jeffrey Magpantay, sir, ang sabi niya rito, sir, hindi daw maganda yung pakiramdam niya. Tapos yung kanyang
Sige, whatever alibis
maximum card.
they want to
Yes, sir.
hintayin nila yung subpoena
Yes, sir.
and later, pag isnabin pa rin nila yung subpoena, hintayin nila yung warrant of arrest. So, magiging dalawa yung warrant nila. Warrant nila doon sa krimen na ginawa nila at warrant coming from Senado.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ha? You inform them accordingly. Ha?
Yes, sir. We will be informing them, sir, as per your instruction, sir.
Sige,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Salamat, Kumsek. Service, honor, and justice. These are the 3 words that can be found in the Philippine National Police seal and badge. Nakatahi sa uniforme at nakaukit sa lahat ng tsapa. 3 salita na sumasalamin sa sinumpaang tungkulin ng isang pulis. Ito ang nagsisilbing paalala sa kapulisan na ang bawat isa sa kanila ay may pananagutan sa bayan. Nakalulungkot na sa tuwing may ilang mga pulis na nakalilimot ng 3 salita na aking nabanggit, ang imahe ng buong institusyon ang nababahiran. Noong araw po kapag may mga batang nawala sa isang pasyalan, agad silang maghahanap ng pulis dahil ito ang bili ng kanilang mga magulang. Sa paglipas po ng panahon, ang pulis na pinagkakatiwalaan ng ating mga magulang ay naging panakot na sa makukulit na mga bata. Makailang beses na po nating narinig ang mga katagang, sige ka, kukunin ka ng pulis. Masakit po sa damdamin, lalo na po sa katulad ko nagsilbi bilang isang alagad ng batas sa mahigit ng 3 dekada. Sa ating mga kasamahan sa PNP, hindi po ba tayo nahihiya na ganito na ang pagtingin sa atin ng ating mga pinaglilingkuran? Gusto ba nating paniwalaan ng karamihan ang kasabihan na the only good cop is a dead cop? Hindi tayo papayag niyan. I have always been supportive of the PNP, the institution that I was once given the honor and privilege to lead. However, I will never turn a blind eye to their alleged misdemeanors. My dreams and aspirations to fully reform our PNP have never wavered. Perhaps it is true that one rotten apple spoils the barrel. But more than weeding out the single person that corrupts the rest of his peers, it is saving our honest and principled police officers that motivates me. Today, we are here once again to investigate alleged abuses and lapses in judgment by our police. We intend to look for accountability, but at the same time, in looking, we hope to find some silver lining in all of these sad and unfortunate incidents. Excuse me. We might not be able to find some magic bullet or some divine formula to address all issues surrounding our police officers today. However, it is our hope that we will be effective in reminding our police that their lives are no longer wholly theirs. By virtue of their sworn duty, they have also dedicated their lives to service, honor, and justice for the country. Excuse me. At this point, I would like to yield the floor to Senator Tolentino for his opening statement. You have the floor, Your Honor.
Tayo po ay naririto ngayon, hindi para husgahan, kung hindi para malaman yung mga ilang mga punot dulo na mga insidenteng naging laman din ng balita. I'm particularly interested to know the reasons behind, although we have some anecdotal news reports concerning former public school teacher and beauty queen of halos kapitbahay ko na rin sa Tagaytay, sa Tuy, Batangas. Alam natin yung pinagdaanan ng mga magulang niya, as well as the incidents that transpired in Pandi, Bulacan, and Rizal, Rodriguez Rizal, which is also close to my heart because I was the one responsible for making that place a lone congressional district, as well as changing the name again of Rodriguez to Montalban, Rizal. So we perhaps, Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, the end game of this inquiry is not to cast aspersion on the part of the good image of the Philippine National Police, but really to determine whether these are really isolated incidents in terms of the two incidents I mentioned in Pandi and Rodriguez Rizal, and if there is a need to further strengthen through legislation the Internal Affairs Service of the Philippine National Police. Pero dito po sa kaso ng Pamilyon, palagay ko po dapat malaman natin kung ano talaga ang naging bahagi ng kapulisan dito, although natanggal na sa serbisyo si Major De Castro, at ano pa ho ang dapat itulong ng kagawaran ng Justisya ng Department of Justice. Kailangan bang ilipat pa uli? Ilipat na sa central office yung hearing kasi parang ang prosecutor ay gustong ilipat na sa Calabarzon Regional Prosecution Service. Malalaman natin mamaya, Mr. Chairman, o kailangan ng ilipat dito sa Metro Manila, baka natatakot na itong kapamilya ng ating nawawalang beauty queen. Yun lamang po, Your Honor, and I'm sure that this committee will really shed light on the three incidents I mentioned. But just the same, we still believe that the Philippine National Police adheres to the rule of law, and we have a higher standard insofar as human rights abuses are concerned. At sana lumabas po dito dun sa dalawang incidents involving Bulacan and Rizal na isolated lang po ito at wala pong trend dito. Yun lamang po, Mr. Chairman, at maraming salamat sa pagkakataong binigay niyo sa akin na makapagsalita.